Justice League. I'm gonna start right off. I gave it an 80. I think it was a great, fun ride. Extremely predictable. CG was a little noticeable, particularly on Superman's mouth. And they dropped the hammer appropriately in a few times, so the execution was pretty good on that. Let's see, and then it just the other thing is it just seemed like they were trying to squeeze a lot in to kind of set up future movies. They had to get a lot of origin stories in there. They had to show off everyone's powers. They had to build the team. There's a lot going on in there, and then so they did that, and it was predictable. It was, at the end the sun came out and these gorgeous flowers bloomed and everything was fine. 80.
No spoiler or anything like that. I didn't spoil anything. I mean, shit.
Oh wait.
Predictable. You watch the
spoilers behind.
Okay. All right. Good. All right.
I don't know that that's a spoiler. It's a superhero movie. I loved it, actually. I thought it was great. I loved Wonder Woman, and I think this was better than that. I think it was the best DC extended universe film they have done. Not that the bar was all that high. The Wonder Woman was great. It is not the best superhero movie I've seen all year. In fact, probably not even in the top 3, but that's still an incredible effort. I thought the casting was excellent, as it has been with the past films. I thought everyone did a fine job, particularly some people that we really haven't gotten to see. Jason Momoa as Aquaman, Ray Fisher as Cyborg, and Ezra Miller as The Flash were all great, and they all really had to establish who they were in this picture. It had a lot to say, and it wasn't given a whole lot of time to do it. This felt more like a Joss Whedon movie than a Zack Snyder movie to me. That's probably why I liked it as much as I did. I thought it was fun, I thought it was entertaining, and I thought it hit the right beats. I would give it a 93 out of 100. I thought it was excellent.
All right, I'll keep mine quick. Give it an 80 out of 100. Definitely predictable. Super badass. I love the Justice League. Got exactly what I wanted from it. So that's it. That's all. Yeah. That's it. That's keeping it quick, simple.
Like DC's Thor,
I liked it. I liked how it brought the story together of Justice League. Brought them all together, created a whole new bunch of storylines. I loved it. I loved all the actors.
Mm-hmm.
And I loved every one of their stories and how it came together. I give it a 90.
Wowzer. That's awesome. All right.
Yeah, I was looking at that too.
I liked it. It's pretty good. The beginning and the end felt like two different movies a little bit, and it felt like they rushed through some parts. But it's pretty good. It's better. Each movie's getting better, so
That's cool.
just take the positive with the negative.
That's great. We give it like a score out of 100.
Oh.
So what do you want to do?
I'll probably go like a 70, 75 out of 100.
Perfect.
Well, first I want to say, I feel like DC movies, they always, take too much of the movie and put in the trailer. I feel like they did that for Suicide Squad and this one. When I was watching it, I feel like I was watching the trailer again almost, especially in the major fight scene at the end. But overall, Justice League, pretty cool. Really integrated the characters well. But I'd give it an 80 out of 100. I don't know. I felt it was really predictable. You knew Superman was gonna come in at the end and save the day. But yeah, that's what I thought about it.
Yeah. Beautiful.
I loved it. I give it a 95.
Ooh, better than me.
Loved it.
Why?
It was just, they were superheroes and they were being superheroes, and I loved the action in it, and I love that Superman's back and Aquaman. I just loved all the new characters in it. Loved it. It's great.
Yeah. And what do you give it?
95.
95. That's right.
Yeah, 95.
All right. All right. So, Justice League. What do I think? Well,
What do you think?
man, this thing was shallow. Do you know what I mean? it was like, all right, we're gonna give you something emotional that you're not gonna connect to and not understand where it came from. You know it's important, yet you're not gonna get an explanation for it. Then you're gonna like rush everything and like nothing to see here, wave your hands, you know, like nothing to see here. Like, yeah, this is just how it is, and this is just how it is, and this is just how it is. And we're supposed to just be like, yeah, man, I feel that, and I'm emotional about that. If it's not meant to be emotional, don't try to put emotionality in it. And if we're judging it on how it makes you feel, it didn't make me feel anything. There were some cool parts. The action was pretty cool. I like Ben Affleck, you know, and Gal Gadot on the screen at the same time. Although I was thinking, like, I'd rather watch a porno with the two of them than this movie. and that's not probably what I should be thinking when I'm watching a superhero movie. You know? Like, the only emotional beat I had was like, man, Ben Affleck's going through a lot in his life. And then I thought, but then there was also when their Superman comes back, spoiler, I guess, there was emotional moments with Amy Adams. Although there are other things with Lois Lane earlier in the movie that were like weird and out of place. And I was like, are they going to explain that? And I'm like, nah, they're not going to explain it.
Did it feel like it had two directors?
Yeah, it felt like I had more than two directors. The humor worked, a lot of it did. Some of it was flat, didn't work, but the emotionality did not work. So, I give it a 75. And I thought it had cool moments. I think it's watchable, incredibly watchable, but ultimately forgettable. And that's, you know, that's the problem. And I like Ben Affleck as Batman. So it's just, I just felt like they didn't do it justice. They didn't do the characters justice. They didn't do the Justice League how I think the Justice League should be done. You know, you got Batman being physical with people that are like superhuman. So it's like weird. Like usually in Justice League, Batman's just like the smart one. But in this, they're like, you know, he's like joking around. Anyway, it's not what I want. So it's their take, good for them. The costumes are, you know, surrealist things. So I'm not gonna like be like, well, there's no way they could get in and out of their costumes, even though there's no way they could get in and out of their costumes. But it is what it is. So that's it. DC, you know, get it together, bro. Get it together. I don't want to go see Transformers. I want to see something like that is emotional, you know?
Like Marvel.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, peace and love, peace and love. Come watch movies. I love you.